welcome to the Tone Jerks NAMM first NAMM episode recap from day one, our Thursday, first day at NAMM. I'm Kyle List today. He's en route from San Diego, but I had my good buddy, you know him, you love him, Johnny Rey, joined us today.
J2G.
Yeah,
I've seen people write that in the Facebook group. J2G.
So he was my partner in crime today. It was funny. I mean, well, I guess we could just recap what we did today. A lot of walking. I feel like the day went by so quick, and we saw a lot of things, but I felt like we didn't really do anything. But I'm like, I don't know. It was a good one.
I mean, we scouted a lot. So
it was basically I wanted to say hi to everybody. Hi to a lot of people that we've known us from Instagram and stuff like that, and actually putting the name to the face because they're like, oh, you're not just cartoons.
Yeah, and I am bigger in real life than my voice makes me sound.
Yeah, people are like, oh, I didn't know Johnny was so tall.
Who knew he was so big? He's got such a mousy little voice.
Yeah, but no, it's been fun. It was a good day. So yeah, I guess once we got our badges after an hour in line, it wasn't too bad of a wait. It was
and it was mostly shade.
Yeah, so
mostly shade.
Yeah, I mean, got there. I think the first thing I was like, no, let's just head downstairs, and we spent a lot of time in Hall E, which is the basement, the bottom floor. So there's a lot of good shit down there. There's I think we first saw the Schnobel Tone. I wanted to check that out and really enter his raffle to get one of those Dunlop modded pedals.
Yeah,
I don't think I won, but
Schnobel was down there, and then Barefoot Buttons.
Yeah,
dude,
I won 2 Barefoot Buttons. I got their giveaway earlier today, and I was like, woo! Actually, I got an email. I'm like, I got a text.
You got a text, and we were 30 feet from the booth.
I was like, yeah, because I don't know. There's so many places I wanted to see down there. There was Barefoot Buttons just to sign up and check it out. I'm like, yeah, I know Barefoot Buttons. They're great.
Yeah.
And then we went to go see Nutter Guitars. They are pretty...
Whoa, those were nice.
Cool.
They were real nice.
That... It's it looks like, 60s retro space racy kind of I don't know,
kind of like it's like a softer Explorer, kind of like a halfway between an Explorer and a T-Bird, right?
Yeah, kind of had that look, but it was sharper angles. It's almost like the retro vibe of how the St. Vincent was trying to go for something new and different.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. And I'm like, it's not unappealing. The headstock would look great, and that wasn't even the best part. I guess the best part is that it's handmade by the dude at Nutter Guitars.
Yep. He was sharp. He was dressed sharp. He had a suit on.
Yeah.
And it seemed like the dudes that were coming up and talking to him were surprised that he had a suit on.
He was so dressed up.
It's like, oh, okay.
But he's giving us the rundown. So he makes the pickups, and then...
he winds them himself.
And then 3 humbuckers, but there's every switching option under the sun, and it actually made a fucking difference of how... It's inner coils, outer coils, putting the humbucker in, putting them in series, putting the humbucker outer coils mixed with this one, and then...
Yeah, and then introducing the middle pickup to all the different configurations.
Yeah, and then out of
phase. Yeah, oh man.
He's like, oh, I can make it sound like a Strat. Here we go. Oh, you want the telly type of thing? Oh, here, this sounds like a Firebird. I'm like, oh, fuck. It was really cool.
He's like, this one sounds like a drunk elephant.
Yeah, he was giving us the rundown of that. So I thought that was I'm like, oh, shit. The fact that it was oh, that's just downstairs, and that was one of the first ones that we saw. So I'm gonna post a picture of that on Instagram, so be sure to check that out.
Yeah, I got a video too, so I'll send that over. Now they're out of what was it? Ashland City, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what it said on the banner. No, they're from Tennessee because I talked to the guy about my kin over there, my roots.
your roots.
Yeah.
And then we did stop by Tsunami Cables.
Yeah.
So they're out of Lake Elsinore? So not too far away.
Yeah, Temecula-ish.
Yeah. Murrieta. Yeah. And then, so he was started in San Diego, and he's up there now with his business. But they are debuting they have a bass preamp.
Yeah, dude. I want to hear it now. What was it? A
2-channel.
2-channel based on the... One of the channels was the early 60s Ampeg B15.
Yeah.
And the other one was the early 70s Ampeg B15.
Yeah.
So 2 different tubes. Don't ask me what the numbers and letters are. 6L, 12AX, 7, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he's got one of them, the working prototypes there that you're showing us. So we'll have to like go back when they're, I think, doing a demo of it. So probably tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be great. And I was asking about prices. Apparently he's doing like a, what is that, Indiegogo?
Yeah, to get the first batch done.
Yeah, he wants to do a big first batch on that. And the price difference was significant. It's very enticing.
Yeah, so I think the first batch he said was like 700 if you go to the Indiegogo, and then eventually they'll retail for like 1200.
I'm pretty sure those were the numbers he was throwing out. But, whatever. That's on him. Can't quote me.
Yeah. And then just really like every booth down there was the next one, and stopping by Daredevil. And that was one that was cool because they're like, oh, they saw like your badge, and they're like, oh, I listen to you guys and follow you guys. And I'm like, oh, the Tone Drinks. And then you're like, no, not technically.
Yeah, I'm not one of the hosts.
Technically not the host.
I'm
but
just like an auxiliary third stand-in sometimes-ish.
Yeah.
Guest, maybe, person.
But I mean, I think that's kind of cool that people give a shit. And then a builder was listening. And then, but they had their new dirty delay. It's the bootleg,
and that was new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think that was one of his new ones, along with the drive-by. So it's like a bi-fet drive.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. I don't think I was paying attention when you were playing that one, but the delay one, that sounded great. It was analog, right?
Yeah.
4 knobs, maybe, right? 4
knobs,
and
it had a dirt
switch.
On the, you can dirty up the repeats.
Oh, okay.
That was what it was. That was one of the cool parts about it. So it's like his whole thing with Daredevil, it's like kind of just simple rock and roll. But if you use pedals, keep them simple, because he's like no more than 4 knobs.
Yeah, well, their whole aesthetic, if you look at the two of them, I think those two dudes were twins. They're definitely brothers. I think they're twins. But, the one dude was wearing an MC5 shirt, and he looked all 60s rock and roll-ish. So, yeah, that's the vibe they're going for, that sort of just lo-fi rock and roll kind of deal, which I dig. Yeah,
they had this kind of junior-ish guitar, which I can't even remember what kind of guitar. It's like P90s, fat and 50s neck, so it's like that kind of rock, and you're blowing, you're going, and just like that was...
It's like a proto-punk kind of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Like a Detroit sound. They're from Chicago.
Yeah.
We ended up knowing... we had a mutual friend in San Diego.
Yeah, it's like Small World.
Yeah.
That they used to work together and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, dang.
Music store in Chicago, I guess.
Yeah. One of the ones that, like, apparently it's like one of their first ones they had. I was like, I don't think I've ever played it. It was the Atomic Cock, which is a cocked wah. And I'm like, that thing just sounds bitchin'.
It did sound really good.
I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, I use a lot of that cocked wah sound, I don't know, like in the studio and live. I like to try and get it, but like the wah that I have, and I don't know, that seems like a cool thing. I'm like, sometimes like for wah, you don't want to go wah. You just kind of want to quack 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 quack.
Yeah,
that like quacky kind of sound, and like with delay, it's like, to me, and everybody uses it, but to me, I'm like, it's very Angels and Airwaves-ish. You use that with delay and maybe like some like reverbs, ambient style, and it's like you can do like more soundscapey stuff, a little bit weirder, because it doesn't necessarily not sound like a guitar, but it kind of makes your guitar just like, by just changing the frequency and cue.
It just puts it filters, and you live in a different frequency. A lot like Frank Zappa. He always had a fixed wah. He used the Systec harmonic energizer. Yeah, I think so. Guys like what's the dude? Dire Straits. Mark Knopfler.
No, yeah.
He was a big, like a fixed wah kind of guy. He has a dinosaur named after him, by the way.
What? What's the story?
So this is I don't know. I must have been listening to NPR or something years ago, and there was some archaeologists doing a dig somewhere, and they were listening to Dire Straits pretty much throughout the entire dig. Knopfler and Dire Straits.
Yeah.
And so they named the dinosaur that they discovered Knopflerosaurus or something like that.
Fuck, I've never fucking heard of that.
Yeah. True story. I mean, we go on the internet and look it up. I never researched it, but I did hear that on something. So,
Yeah.
like a NPR or something.
I heard it, so it's got to be true.
Yeah, dude. Well, if it's from NPR,
And then we were bouncing around. We saw Jennings.
Yeah, Jennings guitar.
Stopped by there. Tried. I've seen it, but it's actually trying the Navigator.
Which one was that?
That's the Telly or T-style guitar. So I gave.
Trying to remember which.
It was the black one, the one I was playing. So it was like the one where you can see like the wood grain and like kind of like the thin.
Man,
like,
I love that style.
Yeah, and like this hollow body, it's just like that one, super light. I think it's a Voyager. Yeah, like a gold. Okay, I always talk shit about gold hardware, but that one looks cool. It's black with gold hardware. I'm like, okay, that one kind of looks cool. It reminds me of like something Matt Skiba would play, like the new Blink-182 Matt Skiba would play. He wouldn't play that in Alkaline Trio, but I'm like, oh, it has that kind of offset look, and it's like, I don't know, very
gold
slick.
gold hardware is a hard sell for me too.
And that one looks
I
cool,
really like it,
and I'm like,
yeah.
I can dig that one, but I'm like, if it was like white or like red, I'd be like, fuck that gold hardware.
What if it was white gold hardware?
I don't think I know the difference. Little.
My buddy was the
Little,
guy.
little nose beers for you.
A friend of mine was the white gold guy. Remember the milk commercial? White gold.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that show on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't
It was
seen
like
that.
the couple
but-
of guys from the In-Betweeners.
Oh, okay.
I
Yep.
haven't. I saw one episode. It was all right.
Well, there was a Got Milk commercial.
Yeah,
with
no, I
the-
remember
the
that. I remember that.
White gold. That actor's name is Joe Hersley, and he was in a band based out of LA for a long time called The Ringers, and Deadly Birds played with them, and some other bands I had played with them. Super sweet dude. But yeah, white gold.
Yeah,
The gold hardware on that milk-filled guitar
yeah. The milk guitar.
actually works.
If your guitar was made of milk, gold hardware would work.
Yeah,
Unless it
as
doesn't
long as you have
that.
milk in the body.
Yeah, does the body good.
Yep.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
What else? Fuck. Went to see your boy
Which one?
Juan Alderete.
Oh yeah.
Ampeg. He was doing a little
One
planning.
other- Man, it's still funny to me that on Facebook I could have one of those super fan badges.
Super fan
What
of
a-
Juan Alderete.
What a tool. I'll talk about myself, not him.
And I was like, oh yeah, we saw that, and there wasn't that many people in there. I'm like, oh, do you want to say hi to him? No, and you walked right out.
Yeah, no, because I don't want to perpetuate that super fanboy
Yeah,
tool status. But that was great because there was only like a dozen people in that room.
yeah. And you got to really he was doing a clinic on all the pedals, and I guess their new Blue Line SVTs.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting to me. I'd be interested. I'd want to check that out. Well, he said it was dual channel.
Yeah,
And one was what is up with that? That's more than one company today that did two different
Ampegs.
SVT or Ampeg styles, two different eras.
well,
in
it was
the same
and then
box.
Ampeg really taking their brand back. I feel like I guess Yamaha taking the Ampeg brand back to where it was. It's like,
Oh yeah, because they were playing Yamaha basses. I forgot.
yeah, they're
about
back
that.
there because they were in the Yamaha building with Line 6 and Yamaha basses.
Yeah, we had to go all the way over to that hotel. We had to go.
Yeah, so they used to be upstairs, and now they're Yamaha now. But it's cool. I
Yeah.
mean, they're coming out with the 300-watt Blue Line SVT. So I remember as a kid, those were like the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Ampegs. Like they're better than the
69
classics.
sound.
Yeah. And so he was saying they're two channel, so it's the 69 and then the 70s blue series.
Yeah.
Ampeg on the other side. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's the fact that
Man, so
big amps, they're back into doing it.
dude, I should get the Tsunami preamp and the SVT Blue Line.
Yeah.
And so then I can run the Tsunami to front of house and blast the SVT on stage. So then I'd have 4 different awesome Ampeg sounds on stage with me.
Oh,
I'd have
one.
the 2 B15s, 60s and 70s, and then the 2 Blue Lines, 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Dang.
But yeah, I mean, to bring it back to that Tsunami thing, he has like the DI out for like recording. He made it for recording and playing live at the same time. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think every bass player that that really, they're out there doing their thing, should invest in a tube preamp like that. There's other companies out there that do them. I really like that Tsunami one today.
Yeah.
But what's that Red DI? Ready or Red DI?
Oh, yeah.
That's another one. They're out there. I think that every bass player, I say this and I'm not practicing what I preach, but I really want one.
You have the Varellin.
You're right. I do. I have one. I have the Varellin Meat Smoke Pre. So yes. But yeah, I think every bass player should own something like that because you don't have to take an amp if you could,
and you don't have to get just like a DI that's not tube. I don't know, just more options, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway.
Yeah.
It's a little soapbox there.
And then stop by Coppersound to say hi to Alex.
Yep.
And then you really dug the Loma Prieta, his new tremolo.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think you and Eric both really liked that one.
I wasn't going to... So...
Not that I didn't. I'm just saying you guys were... I'm like you can do crazier things with that I'm like, you guys could probably find like all the weird noises. I love his chorus.
We got to mentioning Eric Lucero from Modern Love with me. Our band.
we met up with him and he was kind of bouncing around with us.
Jesus, I think he drank like 20 cups of coffee.
He was leading the pack. He was like really... I'm like, is he trying to
sprinting ahead
Is he trying
to
like shake us?
Yeah. Dude, I'm like 5-6 inches taller than you and I can't keep up. So I was trying not to play because most people have guitars out and I want to play through basses.
Yeah.
Not play into the headphones. And he said, you got to try this tremolo. So I picked up the guitar.
Yeah.
And fumbled my way through. And in fact, all of the Coppersound pedals that he had out sounded
they were great.
Great. I wish that I could hear all of them on bass.
Yeah.
And, I'll probably make that happen. But yeah, that was a cool tremolo.
Yeah.
Cool options. Lots of options. Had 4 different waveforms. And then it was a dual foot switch. The right-hand foot switch was a momentary. Yeah. And there were 4 options for that.
And then you could also make it a tap tempo on certain settings.
Right.
Yeah.
One of those 4 options was tap tempo. One of the options was it doubled the rate of the tremolo. Another option was it introduced a like a boost overdrive kind of thing. And I don't remember what the third option was. The third out of 4. I don't think I figured out what it was.
I know there's one that's like a lo-fi where it adds
lo-fi.
Yeah,
that was it.
Distortion.
That's number 3. Yeah, lo-fi.
Or
as I shout into the microphone.
That's it. That's the ticket.
Eureka! We found it. So it was. Yeah, I liked all his pedals. I actually I was scoping that Daedalus around Christmas time, and not really a reverb guy because I'm mostly bass and it's kind of hard to pull off. But
yeah, you just get washed out really quick.
Yeah, if I had to rank those 4, it would be the lowest on my list. But that's just because I wouldn't use it for bass. But they were all sounded great on guitar, which is what I was forced to play because not all of these guys have basses out to demo their pedals.
Yeah.
I know that it's a crime for bass players to be so into pedals, but you know what? Slap the cuffs on me,
You're
buddy.
fucking banned.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to think of what else. So I don't know. We just saying hi to everybody. I'm like, we did. There was like that Stomp Box exhibit.
Yeah,
that's like what was it called? Is it the Stomp? It has to do with like that.
Yeah, it's the Stomp Box exhibit, right?
That's what it was. Okay, there's like all these smaller brands. They all have their boards out, and it's just like all like kind of in one area. And it was like
it didn't even seem that small. Some of the brands, though, right?
No, some of them were fucking big. I'm like, okay, there's what? Native Audio, there's Old Blood Noise.
Old Blood Noise, that's not that small, are they?
No, there's Solid Gold, there's Wilson
Solid
Effects.
Gold Effects, not
Mythos,
that small.
Pedals.
Yeah.
They're all, I mean, I don't know. I guess I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure it's something of like, oh, they all share a booth.
Maris had a board.
No, yeah, they were there too.
But I didn't see any of their reps there.
Oh, and it was
maybe
I'll
be there later. And Paradox.
Yeah.
Our neighbors to the south from Tijuana.
And then Deep Space Devices had a board there.
Oh yeah,
and I saw
we
saw
talked
Clint,
to them.
Yeah, but we didn't even get a chance to play.
Yeah,
it was a bit jumping over there.
What is what's the artist guy's name Clint is the shorter guy.
Shit, I don't remember.
He's more of the technical, electrical engineering, audio, something or other. And the other guy who actually grabbed me was like, "Hey, dude," he's the artist guy, and I feel like a dick because I can't remember his name. I'll just go on record if you don't edit this out. I forgot his name. I'll learn it tomorrow.
I'm sure. Yeah, we're gonna see him again tomorrow.
We all have badges, and I didn't bother looking. What a dick. Those guys are sweethearts, though. I put meeting more of these builders face to face and having real conversations with them makes me want to buy their entire line of pedals.
Yeah, so it's like a good and bad thing.
Yeah, you're right. It's good because I go, hey, these guys, I like these guys, and I like their products,
and you're supporting, and
it's supporting. Basically mom and pop.
Really, if your money going to these smaller companies makes more of a difference than if it went to nothing wrong with it, like Boss or MXR.
Right. I mean, there's real people that work for Boss and MXR, and they put food on their table for their families and stuff. But, it's indirect.
Yeah.
I can hand cash to a person that built the pedal. My bank account doesn't always like it, but, my heart grows.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of it. I mean, I guess we did see, you saw Nick Reinhardt.
Yeah, Nick Reinhardt did a Keeley booth, just noise. Not really noise, he was making...
It was like, fuck with these pedals.
He was jamming by himself, basically. He had his green DL4, the Line 6.
Yeah, that's like a popular pedal. Like, Juan Alderete had one, too. That's like, I'm bringing this in.
I don't know if you noticed, though, but Nick's was modded to have the soft switches.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which I got to see if Kyle can do that. Because he should be able to do that at this point.
I would assume so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't be too... I'm sure Kyle, he would gladly rip yours apart and try.
Oh, it's fine. I take most of my pedals as guinea pigs. Is fine with me.
Yeah.
A lot of those ones, you can find another one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Maybe that's it for today. We're definitely going to go back to a lot of these places because we just popped in and we saw like our friends from, we saw Ryan from 60 Cycle, saw the Flip Flippers, Clifton, we saw Sean Arbo.
Jambo.
We just like...
Jimmy Bowers.
Jambo.
Yeah, Sean Arbo.
We're like, oh, hey, how's it
Jim
going?
Bowers.
Saw,
I think, those 60 Cycle
we saw
guys.
Steve and Kevin Equitz, and we're like, cool.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Equitz.
Saw him for a second, and then I'm like, all right, cool, we'll see you tomorrow. I think we'll catch up more tomorrow at the pizza party deal. And
and Cohen, Paul.
Yeah, and...
Flippin' Flippers.
I think that's that's about it. And I guess, like, it may not sound like a lot, you guys, but we are tired.
Yeah.
A lot of walking.
Well, and standing in line to get the badges and then getting in there. It was like scouting. Basically, we didn't really get too into anything.
Well, yeah.
Because,
I think
for Kyle's benefit.
And I think a lot of people are like, it's funny. It's like people are like, where's Kyle? I'm like, motherfucker, am I just chopped liver here?
Yeah, and then me too. I'm like, whoa,
what is the fuck? Whatever. I mean, I think people want the duo. They want the dynamic duo. Nothing wrong with you, Johnny.
No, I know.
But
I'm just extra flavor on top.
Yeah, they want Kyle McIntyre.
I'm like the cinnamon sriracha on top.
All right. I think that's it for today. We will see you guys tomorrow with another update. See ya, baby.
Bye.